Well, let's now take a quick look at some of the other stories making headlines across the world. Brazil's Repsol Sinopec expects oil and gas output to remain steady at an average of 90,000 to 100,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day through 2020. The firm, which is a joint venture between Spain's Repsol and China's Sinopec, would not bid in a September oil block auction as it focuses on exploiting its current assets in Brazil. The former US Vice-President Al Gore has said that the President Donald Trump's rejection of the Paris climate change agreement was fueling rather than weakening momentum amongst the environmental activists. Now, Gore, whose follow-up to his 2006 Oscar-winning documentary An Inconvenient Truth, an inconvenient sequel, Truth to Power, argues that fighting climate change is a moral battle which is on par with the civil rights movement in the United States or the fight for gay rights. Cambodia has mobilized soldiers towards the border with neighbours Laos amidst escalating tensions. The Cambodian Prime Minister has accused neighbouring Laos of sending troops into the Cambodian territory in April and set a 17 August deadline for their departure, warning that he was mobilizing soldiers to the border area. CCTV footage shows a car which can be seen narrowly avoiding another car crashing down from a Texas parking garage. Now, the video shows a car reversing into the street and stopping just before a second car plunges down from above, smashing into the pavement and then flipping upside down. The driver of the fallen car was taken to hospital for some serious injuries, while the driver of the stationed car was unharmed. 200 emergency workers have been fighting fires in Bolivia's southern Tarija city. The government has sent in the military to work alongside the local firefighters, police and volunteers as they rush to contain the fire before it affects some 234,000 Tarija city residents. The troops estimated some 195 to 200 hectares have already been lost, and at least 9,000 hectares on the outskirts of the city are at risk of being charred. These wildfires come at a bad time for the natural gas-rich Tarija, which finds itself in the middle of a severe economic crisis due to a drop in the oil prices. Now, fire continued to burn in the central Portugal region of Abrantes. Now, 2 days after it started, a total of 683 firefighters, 216 fire trucks and also 10 firefighting planes, some on loan from Spain, were seen tackling the blaze. Now, the Philippines will cull as many as 200,000 chickens, quails and ducks after confirming the country's first outbreak of bird flu this year. Now, the avian flu outbreak was detected north of the capital Manila, which later reportedly spread to 5 neighbouring farms. Now, there have been no case of human transmission, although health officials are conducting checks on farm workers. The culling should be completed within the next 3 days. The Los Angeles City Council has voted unanimously to authorize the city to sign a contract with the International Olympic Committee to host the 2028 Summer Games. The vote clears the way for Paris to host the 2024 Games, and the IOC is expected to vote simultaneously to award the 2024 and the 2028 Games hosting rights when it meets in Lima in Peru in September later this year.